All right, let's take a look at this one here. So it says here, question number 5. Vivi scored 5 goals in the Saskatoon Sticks lacrosse tournament. This was 1/8 of her team's goals. How many goals did Vivi's team score altogether? Well, we already know that they had to calculate this out in order to determine that 5 was 1/8 of the team's goals. And what we know about calculating it out is what we would say is they took a number, that would be the total team goals, and they multiplied it by 1/8, and the answer was 5. So that is how they would have come up with that number. Okay? So if we want to figure out what the original number was, then we need to work in reverse, and the opposite of multiplication is going to be division. So instead of saying a number times 1/8 equals 5, we're going to take 5 and we are going to divide it by 1/8 to get our final number. And what we know about this is 5 is the same as 5 over 1. And when we do division, we just multiply by the reciprocal. So what we're going to do is we're going to say 5 over 1 times 8 over 1, and that's going to give us a total of 40 over 1, which equals 40. This was the original number of goals that the team scored. All right, let's check out another example. Okay, it says here that question number 6. Parent-teacher interviews were held on Thursday. Of those parents who attended, 1/6 attended in the morning, 1/3 attended in the afternoon, and the rest attended in the evening. Okay, so good. So the rest attended in the evening, 1/3 in the afternoon, and 1/6 in the morning. The first question, what fraction of the parents attended in the evening? So what we know is that of all the parents that have gone so far, we can take out 1/6 of those parents, and then we can take out 1/3 of those parents, and whatever's left over is going to be however many people came in the evening. So there's a couple ways that we could do this, but I'm going to show you the way that I like to do it the best. So the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to say that we're going to use subtraction here. So we're going to start off with all the parents. So that would be 1/2 because we're dealing with fractions here. And what we know about fractions is that 1/2 is really the same as saying 1 over 1. Okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to subtract 1/6 and 1/3. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a bracket here. I'm going to use my BEDMAS, and I'm first going to add up this total here before I take it away from here. So if I say, all right, 1/6, and I'm going to add up 1/3, and I have to make sure that I am doing my proper conversion. So 1/3, if I multiply that by 2, that's going to give me 2/6 plus 1/6. My board's doing some funny stuff here. And that's going to give me a total of 3/6. Okay, so now we're going to rewrite this on the next board so you can see it a little bit more clearly. So we got 1 over 1 minus 3/6. All right. Again, it's a simple equation where we have to just convert this. So this is going to be multiplied by 6. And now it's going to be 6 over 6 minus 3 over 6. And therefore, we get an answer of 3/6, or 1/2. So we know half the parents ended up coming at night. Now we're going to take a look at the second part here. Okay, the second one says 30 parents attended the interviews. How many parents attended in the evening? Well, there's a really easy way to do this. I mean, we know that because we already know that half of the parents attended, whenever we want to divide something in half, we just divide by 2. So we could just simply say 30 divided by 2 equals 15 for our answer. That would be the easiest and most logical way. If you wanted to calculate it out using fractions, well, we know that whenever we want to find the fraction of something, we multiply. So that would be 30 over 1 times 1/2. And then ultimately that becomes 30 over 2. And remember, we're back to square one as it is, because this line means divide, which is 30 divided by 2, which is 15. Okay, the next set of videos will cover questions 8, 11, and 14.